Assistant Public Defender Chinazi Carey Akinruli, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Dionne Baldwin.
This case centers around Dionne Baldwin, who's facing serious home invasion charges. The victim is his own cousin, the woman who reported that Baldwin entered the house claiming it belonged to him. Today's hearing is focused on understanding what really happened and where this case is heading.
Your name, sir?
Mr. Dionne Baldwin.
Thank you, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm trying to be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aren't we all, though?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we are asking...
some of us. Here comes Akinruli.
We're asking for an adjournment in this matter, Judge. I've had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Baldwin. There's a lot to this case. We're unpacking all of the pieces to see a way forward, so we need time to continue to discuss. And I would also like to address bond.
Probable cause conference, December 23rd, 2025, 9 a.m. All right. As to bond.
As to bond, Judge, Mr. Baldwin is asking that the court consider reducing his bond to an amount that he would be able to pay. I think initially he was asking if there was a temporary release of some sort that he would be able to do.
The defense argues that Baldwin needs more time. They say the situation is complicated: family property, probate court issues, and personal matters he hasn't been able to handle from custody. They're also asking the court to reduce his bond so he can get out temporarily and settle things.
I think that there's some money issues that he needs to sort out. He's got a P.O. box that he needs to attend to. He does not have much family support, and he's pretty much on his own. So since he's been in custody, there have been a lot of his personal effects and matters that have gone unattended to. He indicates that he does have some finances, but a lot of that is tied up right now and he's unable to access it. He's hoping that if the court would consider releasing him for a few days, he would be able to sort that out. This is a home invasion case. However, Your Honor, one of the questions that needs to be determined is the owner of the home. It's a family property, is what he indicated to me. It's a home that was owned by his mother before she passed away. The complaining witness in this matter is a family member. So right now, there's some type of dispute as to ownership and who has rights to the home and things of that nature. That he indicated to me that he plans to file something with the circuit court, specifically the probate court, to see if he could become the personal representative of the home.
The prosecution strongly disagrees. They say the victim was chased out of her own home with a knife, and that police had already warned Baldwin to stay away. According to them, whatever property disputes exist, none of that gives him the right to scare or threaten anyone.
Some of the things that he needs to sort out, Judge.
Is that the nature of this case?
That's one way.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other way to look at it is the facts involved. I will acknowledge the victim, I believe, is a cousin of the defendant, but found the defendant in her home. She was chased from her home with the defendant because he was wielding a knife and was demanding that this was basically his house now, when she has lived in the home. And I would very much disagree with the assessment of the defendant's claimed ownership of the home. I believe that the same incident effectively happened the day or two of this incident, and he was advised by Ann Arbor police to stay away. In that incident, charges weren't filed. He was just hanging out, maybe attempting to entry, and he went back the very next day, same thing, and which led to these charges. The statements made by Ms. Akiri Akinruli, there may be some ownership dispute down the road, but at the time this event took place, we have no reason to believe the defendant had any ownership of the home. My concern is the defendant was effectively told by Ann Arbor police to stay away, and he went back the very next day leading to these charges.
But, yeah, right. But
The judge points out that the home legally belongs under the control of Baldwin's older brother, not Baldwin. Before any bond reduction, the court needs proof of Baldwin's actual residence. Until then, the current bond stays in place and the case moves to the next date.
God, I don't want to get this, but the mom passes away. There is there's a collateral heir that is residing with mom, being the cousin.
She wasn't residing with mom, but his brother actually right now was personal representative of the estate. I looked all through the probate document.
Hold on, say that again.
His older brother.
His older brother
Correct.
is the executor of the estate.
That is correct right now. Technically, but I mean, that's what.
Well, then that means that individual has control over the property at this point, which means it's not his. He may have an interest in the property ultimately, but it's not his property.
Right. One of the things that he wants to do is to file whatever necessary documents with the probate court to challenge that.
Okay, but the problem is you can't, even if that were the case, you can't go and chase people, at least allegedly, away with knives and other things from the property, indicating that it's his. And that's the part that concerns me. So if he were released, where would he reside?
He does have his own place, Your Honor. He has that's the International Drive address, is what he indicates to me, Judge.
Current.
Okay. Before I would even consider changing his bond, I would need a verification that that is his address.
Okay.
And I would sign an order releasing him actually on a PR, but home confinement to that address.
Okay.
Obviously, that's assuming telling.
Yeah.
With both sides heard, the judge keeps the bond as is and schedules the next court date. For now, the case remains open, awaiting verification and further review before any major decisions are made.
With a tether home confinement to that address.
Okay.
But I'm not going to order that right now because I'll need the verification. Council understands what I will order. And then they prepare an order to the court regarding that. All right. At this point, this bond will continue. New date is December 25th. 9 a.m.